He's talking to the media right now inside Staples Center. We got to go to him. Kobe Bryant scored 81 tonight against the Raptors.
I feel pretty good. It hasn't really sank in yet, man. It's just we had 4 days off coming up here, and I've been sick as a dog if we lost this game. So I just wanted to step up and inspire us to play a better game, and it turned into something pretty special.
Kobe, going back to when you were a little kid, how far do we got to go to find that many points? Like elementary school, driveway with the dad, ever?
Never. Not even in my dreams. Not even in my dreams. And it was just something that just kind of just happened, man. It just happened. It's tough to explain. It's just, I don't know. It's just one of those things.
One of the things we were all asking ourselves was, when was Toronto going to start doubling or tripling you, and were you surprised they didn't?
A little bit. I noticed that they started zoning me up a lot more and started to send guys at me, and I just moved the ball on. And then when I got it back, I got in a position where I could attack quickly and get to a position where I'm on a spot on the floor where I could shoot a pull-up jump shot or get all the way to the basket before the double team came and try to draw some fouls.
What does it mean to you to break Elgin Baylor's record and hold the Laker record with all those great players all time?
It's such a blessing, to play for this organization that's had so many great players, some of the greatest players to ever play the game. And, it was more special to me than even the game itself. Was talking to Magic after the game. That meant more to me than the game itself, because I idolized him as a kid. And, for him to call me and tell me what a great game it was and how proud of me, he is, that meant more to me than the 81 points. That felt really, really good, man.
Phil said the night after the Phoenix game that he thought your legs were a little heavy, a little tired. Were you in fact fatigued, and were you fatigued tonight as
well? No, my hips were a little sore. So I had to, when we got home from Phoenix, I did therapy at home, really late at night, and then, last night as well, did some therapy to get ready for tonight's game. So, my muscles were kind of locking up on me, so I needed to address that and take care of my body so I can be ready for tonight.
Lamar said you were pretty ticked off when it got to be 18 points, and I asked him what you said, and you said nothing. And that's how ticked off. Well, I mean, you were ticked off the last time after that loss right before the Dallas game. Is that kind of the same feeling you had? Were you just pissed?
Exactly. I was just determined, just locked in, just tuned in to what was going on out there and just blocked everything out and just zeroed in on being more aggressive and just setting the tempo. So this was very similar to the Dallas game as far as, my mentality.
Kobe, as hot as you were in the third quarter, was there a point where you looked up and said, at 56, or at what point did you know you're on a tear and wanted to continue?
I think it was Lamar who whispered to me. He said, "You can't get 60." Like 60. Oh shit. So that's when it kind of, set in a little bit. Yeah.
Did you feel the crowd? They were taking cell phone pictures, or they were standing at the end?
Yeah, and I feed off of that, and the crowd gets into it, especially here in LA. We're kind of, going from the bottom to the top all together. And so it's important for us to enjoy the journey, and that's what we're doing right now. We're on a journey, and to put on a show like this for the fans here here in LA is truly something special. I grew up in front of these people, and now they're seeing me as as an older young man.
You walked off the court, your daughter, was that just another shoulder ride for her? She have any idea what Daddy did tonight?
She said, "Daddy, they poke at your eye?" I said, "Yeah, Mama." She said, "Are you okay?" I said, "Yeah." She said, "Be careful, Daddy." I said, "All right, I'll be careful." Then she started smacking me in the head.
So what does this mean to you? I mean, 81 points, nobody's ever scored more than that except for Wilt on one night.
I don't know, man. It's just, it really hasn't, set in. It's, for me, it's about the W. And, that's why I turned it on, because I felt like we were a little lethargic. So I just started going full bore, and it just turned into something special. And I wanted to keep riding the wave to try to demoralize our opponents, and it just turned into this. But to sit here and say that I grasp what happened tonight, I'd be lying, man. I really hasn't sank in.
There weren't many huddle situations in the second half, not a lot of timeouts called, but once you got on your roll, was there any conversation in the huddle other than just get the ball to Kobe?
I don't know. I couldn't really hear anything. I just, Lamar, besides Lamar coming up to me and whispering in my ear, that's about the only thing I heard.
Not much strategy going on and just kind of feeding.
No, feeling out such, we're on the same page completely. So I know calls before he even makes the calls. You know what I mean? We just connect like that. It's like on some Jedi type of thing.
Kobe, having said that about you, at the end, he was one of the first person you went to share this with. What was that like? And why him? Because
it's special. Because we've been through so much. We've been through so many battles. We've been through so many things, and it's special for me because when I try to play the game, I play the game to try to please him. You know what I mean? So like if he's happy with my performance, it makes me happy because I learned the game from him. So he taught me how to play. So if I'm not playing the right way, if he's not happy or if he's disappointed in the way that I'm playing, I take it pretty hard and I want to bounce back. And he just looked at me and smiled at me, to say he was proud of the way I played. It made me feel good.
Kobe, are you sure the 81 points wasn't just a distraction to keep us from asking you about the fact that you missed 2 free throws?
Oh, I was pissed about that. Oh, dude, I was so pissed. I wanted to continue that streak. After the Memphis game, when I missed those free throws down there at the end, Craig Hodges and I had a conversation. He said, "What are you doing on your free throws?" And I said, "All right, man, I'm not going to miss anymore." And we started, going on a streak, and I choked.
Is that perspective for you to know that even Michael Jordan never had a night like this?
No, not really. Throughout my career, I've been compared to him, so many times, and I just wish they would just stop. You know what I mean? Just stop. I mean, he was, Michael Jordan. I'm Kobe Bryant. I mean, we're 2 different players, and I wish people would just let it go. It really annoys me because you can't compare what I'm doing to what he's doing. I mean, he's one of the greatest players, if not the greatest player of all time. You know what I mean? And it's not fair for us as a younger generation to constantly be compared to, such greatness. From myself to LeBron James to, the other young players. You're talking about Magic Johnson, you're talking about Michael Jordan and these guys. I mean, we can't measure up to them. It's important for us just to go out there and play the game that we know how to play. And hopefully people kind of, they'll sit back and enjoy what we do. You know what I mean? And appreciate what we do as players and not compare it to, what they've done.
His career high was 60 games, by the way. So maybe you can be compared to him, right?
There's no comparison, man. He's Jordan, and I'm Kobe, and I really wish people would stop trying to measure up, what I do in comparison to what he's done, and just, let what I do just speak for itself.
Is there any difference in the satisfaction in tonight where the points that you scored literally pulled your team out and were part of the win, as opposed to say Dallas, where it was more just putting them away?
Definitely. These points tonight mattered. We needed them. We were in a deficit situation. We needed to crawl out of the hole, and the points that I put in the basket were instrumental in us, regaining that momentum and getting that energy back. So it means way more.
Kobe, why do you think you can do these things this year that you couldn't do in previous years?
I think it's a combination of experience and learning the game, and I trained my butt off this summer. I mean, I really went pedal to the metal. So conditioning-wise, I'm ready. I prepare myself every game, so I'm ready for that. And I call Kwame Brown and Chris Wimman, those guys. I call them my offensive line. Because they set incredible screens for me to free me up. So it's a collection of things. It's not just me going out there and scoring. I need help from my teammates, and them recognizing when to give me the ball in certain situations. And they set excellent screens for me. They looked for me, made great passes. So without them, I couldn't have scored 81 points. I mean, they did a great job freeing me up.
Well, there was a moment there, I think, in the fourth quarter, during the timeout with Tex still have to whisper something in your ear and roll something down, and you kind of shake your head, knowing Tex and his history. I mean, what went on in that exchange?
Well, we had a couple of them, and he was just talking pure strategy. How to get the defense off balance. There's certain things that he was seeing out there that he recommended that I do, to free me up. And and we talked about it throughout the course of the game. And he's Yoda. So.
After 62, I mean, number 80 was thrown around a little bit. I mean, what is it like to actually achieve 80, and does it still seem like a number that's unthinkable?
I don't know. I can't. It's hard for. It doesn't even sink. It's not sinking in right now, bro. I mean, I really don't know. It's. I don't know. I don't know what to say.
Are you one to collect things? Will you save the box score, save your shoe, whatever?
If I don't, my wife would kill me. I'm terrible at saving stuff. I really am, and they're much better at it than I am. And she'll save it and frame it up. And when I look back, when I have a pot belly and all of that, I'll be happy that she did. So.
What did the Magic called you?
Mm-hmm.
What did he say?
He just said he's seen a lot of basketball throughout his years, but he's never seen anything like it. And he was just so proud of me the way I've been playing. And to not listen to what people say and them criticizing me, he said, "You're playing extremely well." He said, "You just continue to do what you do." And he said, "Just know I'm here to support you, and I got your back through everything."
Is this the kind of game at all, right at the halfway point of the season, the kind of game, the kind of performance that you could have lost, and now maybe you can pull you guys forward towards the playoffs?
Yeah, hopefully it'll give us a good push. We got 4 days here we can rest and recuperate and get ready for Golden State. But hopefully we can use this momentum, to push forward and start gaining some momentum going into the All-Star break.
Can you talk a little bit about coming out from halftime, full court press and play a little bit more zone type ball? How to keep them out?
Yeah, we wanted to pressure them a little bit more, make them uncomfortable, get some easy points. We felt like the momentum shifted into our favor, so it was important for us to get up in them and to pressure them and to force them to start thinking the game instead of just coming down and just, playing so loose.
Having scored 81 now, would it be possible to score 100 anyway?
Oh, dude, are you kidding me? I don't know. I guess it's possible. I mean, I don't know.
Can you imagine Group scoring 100? And I guess he even scored 59 in the second half through that second time.
No, I don't know, bro. That's unthinkable.
He had 27 in the third, so you'd have to do that.
Yeah, it's pretty exhausting to think about.
I heard Ronnie in the locker room saying that he asked somebody for a box score and he said he was going to go into the training room and have you sign it. Have a lot of your teammates done that kind of a thing tonight?
Yeah, a few of my teammates have, staff has, and it's kind of weird because you just see them all the time. You know what I mean? So but it's a tremendous honor though. It's a tremendous honor, and even during the game, they're just shaking their head. They're just shaking their head and just saying how unbelievable it was.
Would you comment on your feelings about the round profit being waived to make room for Turiaf?
Yeah, I think it's a double-edged sword, man, because Ronnie's such a great guy, and I'm so happy for him to be back playing. And LeRon, he's one of my best friends on the team. Man, he's a very talented basketball player. He's very smart, and he's very helpful for us in running our offense. So I just hope that he's able to get healthy, and hopefully we can bring him back, next season. He can come in and be a part of this team. I love playing with him. So.
Kobe, you have 4 days off now, so I guess you don't have like an early morning maybe, I'm guessing? Go out and celebrate? Or
Yeah, right.
After a game like this?
Well, tonight I'll go home and get some more therapy on my ankle and on my knee, and make sure I get healthy. Then tomorrow morning, make some breakfast, sit back, chill, watch some cartoons, do that whole thing.
What cartoon?
Tom and Jerry, man.
Kobe, is it true that you promised someone you'd help them with their bath later on?
Yeah. Oh, shit. You waiting for your bath? Yeah, my daughter wants a bath tonight, so she wants to go swimming. Okay, you ready to go? Okay, let's go. All right. Let's go, Mama.
And how fitting that the little one would come in and end the festivities. Sitting there listening to Kobe Bryant, he seemed genuinely in awe of himself tonight and his accomplishment, not being able to put it into perspective what it means to not only him but also to the league.
Yeah, it's strange. I talked to Kobe quite a bit about this the other day. I was asking him, I said, do you ever sit back and just look at the performances you put out there, like you're 62, you're 81, and do you shock yourself? And he says, when I'm playing like that, I don't even realize it. I'm in the moment, and I look back at it later and say, wow, did I really do that?
I think a lot of people have said wow a few thousand times tonight. Wow.